job done. When it come to crunch time, I'm awesome. 3 seconds on the clock, you can call me. And my hands is where the ball be, nigga, I'm clutch. Clutch, 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 yeah, nigga, I'm clutch. Clutch, 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 yeah, baby, I'm clutch. Clutch, 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 yeah, baby, I'm clutch. Clutch, clutch, yes, clutch, 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 yeah, baby, I'm clutch.
Yo, happy Monday. Hope everybody had a good weekend. Welcome to this episode of the Antoine Spivey Show. What's on your mind? I'm your host, the man with the plan with the cleanest ways in all the land, Spivey. And y'all see who I got with me. The two, as usual, I gotta give y'all a nickname, man. Like, y'all always bump heads. I gotta give y'all a nickname where y'all always bumping heads.
I'll bump heads.
But Jarod Mayo in the building was good, fellas.
What's up?
I'm Mo. That's Curly.
Mo and Curly.
And long come with fries. I don't care.
You say what?
Hey,
and long come with fries.
hey, I brought him something today for all this smoke he talking. I brought him something.
I don't drink tequila.
Got you, brother. Hennessy it is.
I don't drink Henny neither.
Don't worry about it, brother. We got Jameson too. Whatever your flavor is.
You're just an alcoholic.
Gotta be after yesterday, right?
Man. Speaking of yesterday, before we go any further, man, y'all don't forget to like, follow, share on Facebook, subscribe to the YouTube channel at the Antoine Spivey Show, and also subscribe to the Signature Series Network. We ain't begging y'all, we just telling y'all, subscribe to the page. If y'all want that good content, Mondays and Wednesdays. Let's go. Let's get these subscriptions up. With that being said, man, before we get into it, we got some breaking news going into tonight's Monday Night Football game. Christian McCaffrey is inactive. He will not play tonight. Brandon Ayuk will be on the snap count, but Trent Williams will be getting a lot of time out there on the field. But yeah, Christian McCaffrey out tonight for the lingering injury he was going through the whole off season and preseason. What's y'all thoughts on that going into this big game tonight against the Monday Night Football?
Yeah, that messes up somebody's fantasy, don't it?
Mess up a lot of people's fantasy.
Yeah.
Don't nobody like to listen to me though. You know what I'm saying?
Whatever, man. You took Christian McCaffrey first, bro. Come on, man. Kel.
I don't need him tonight though. I would.
Yeah, all right, man.
I don't need him tonight. I just
all right, man. That's all I got. Oh, we got some other breaking news, cuzzo.
What's that?
Kadarius Toney.
We signed Kadarius Toney, and D. Watt got hit with another civil lawsuit, man.
Yeah, I saying that we gonna touch on that a little bit as well. But yeah, Christian McCaffrey out tonight for the 49ers against the Jets in this Monday Night Football game, first game of the season. Moving forward from that, we're gonna get into the game yesterday, man. Browns, Dallas, crushing defeat. I ain't gonna say crushing defeat, man. We was out there like we went out there trying to play, didn't want to play, did give it down. What was going on out there? Question. I'm gonna start with you, Kills. Did the Browns, are you finally ready to admit, especially after looking at yesterday's game, did the Browns make a mistake with the whole Deshaun Watson experiment?
I feel as though they did what they thought they needed to do, meaning that they thought they was getting a better player, a most athletic player. a better thrower of the passer, I guess, in Deshaun Watson, a bigger player. But what happened is that sometimes your karma brings bad things to your organization. He was going through some stuff before. They brought him in. The Browns are notorious to bringing in other people, players that has bad vibes about them. But I'm still not going to get off the Deshaun Watson wagon. I feel as though he's capable of being Deshaun Watson. He just have to get his confidence back up. I'm a firm believer that you play better when you are confident. And right now, his confidence is shattered because everything is going bad. But hindsight 2020, you can say the Browns did a bad move, but they did it to try to better themselves. So,
Did they make a mistake, Dar?
Hell no. Look, man, I keep reiterating this, and I've been saying this since the man left. If Baker Mayfield had sat down and had the surgery, we had already picked up his 5th-year option. We would have been committed to seeing what Baker could do coming off of that surgery that following season. There wouldn't have been no interest in Deshaun Watson and spending 3 draft picks and $230 million to go get this man when we owed Baker Mayfield at least one more season to see what he could do. He played his hand, how he played his hand with trying to be Mr. Tough Guy. And he ended up getting shipped out of Cleveland. So the best thing for the Cleveland Browns to do was to exercise a more viable, a more positive, a more durable option. Now, has Deshaun Watson been that for us? No. He hasn't, right? 8-4, hasn't played a full season yet. And let's face it, this is put up a shut-up year. I saw something in that man's eyes yesterday when he went over to Kevin Stefanski. And it said to me that the team, in a nutshell, wasn't properly prepared for Dallas. Deshaun Watson didn't play all preseason out of protection or fear of getting hurt again, which I can understand it, but you can only put him in for so many series, let him get back acclimated to game speed. He was sacked six times, knocked down 15 times. The offensive line was what, second string, pretty much, at your left and right tackles. Michael Parsons had a field day. Their whole defensive front had a field day. I don't think we went wrong with trying to better ourselves at the quarterback position. He was the best free agent available at the time. That's just the truth. Now, I don't care how much anybody paid him. I didn't want him to come here because of the baggage with the cases. I didn't because, hey, man, that's that man's life. I can't say he did it. I can't say he can't. I wasn't there. But what I will say is the baggage and the ramifications from that baggage has done nothing but cost the Browns as a team and as an organization since he got here. Football player, he was phenomenal in Houston. Phenomenal. That's the person I'm waiting for him to get back to. I'm still confident. You see, Kels, I ain't switching up, baby. It's dog pound for life. But I'm confident that he can get back to at least 80%, 85% of that. And the remainder of the season is going to be a testament to it. It's our first game, and we wasn't ready. We got smacked in the mouth. Now let's see how we respond.
Speaking of yesterday's game, but I'm more or less on the end far as did we make a mistake. I was one that was defending Deshaun Watson a lot. I was one that was, naming a lot of things that was going wrong for him to why he wasn't, playing as well as we expected for him to play. Kells, you say confidence. It could be confidence. It could be more than just confidence.
It's all right. It's okay. It's okay. It's I know it's tough. I know it's tough.
Yeah, man. I think we kind of dropped the ball on this one, man. We fucked up with this one. With this trade, considering the fact what we done gave up and then gave this man $230 guaranteed. And it's that number and that word that just really just sticking to me. That's what's making me feel like, man, he got his bread regardless. He really for what I was reading, hearing, or whatever, hell, he done had 2 meetings with the Browns, 2 free agent meetings with the Browns before we even signed him or whatever. Yeah. He didn't want to be here. Who's going to turn out $230 guaranteed? I'm not.
Absolutely.
I know you're not, Gar. I know you're not, Kells.
Hell no.
You know what I'm saying? So he's going to take that bread and just it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm really hoping that's not the case, but it's like that's what it's looking like from these eyes right here, man.
I'm gonna say this.
I think we dropped the ball big time.
I'm gonna say this. If I could cut you off real quick, cuz let me say this. Don't think for a second. Don't think for 1 second that the Haslams, Andrew Berry, didn't protect themselves in some way, shape, fashion, or form in this contract. Don't think for 1 second. Even though it's a fully guaranteed contract, don't think they ain't protected themselves in some way, shape, fashion, or form with some contingencies in this contract that would allow them to get themselves out of this contract responsibility should they cut him. Understand that. Understand that. They did not. I want to go on record with saying, do not believe for 1 second that they haven't protected themselves in some fashion or form. And in due time, this the 3rd season. He had a 5-year contract, right?
Yeah.
Okay. This the 3rd season, right? So it remains to be seen how well they protected themselves, because we only halfway in money wise. Financially, we only halfway through the contract, and that's 100. That's about 112 million.
What you hanging on to, man?
They restructured their contract 2 times just to get under the cap. What
difference does that make?
Because each time they restructure his contract, more dead money falls on a cap. That if we release him, that we will be in like $75 million in cap, dead money, meaning that he will still be on our books for many more years. So no matter what, we are stuck with Deshaun Watson. What I'm saying is this: I was the first person on here saying that we should have never got rid of Baker, regardless. I was the first one. I was the first one on here stating Baker was inconsistent, and I understood why they went and got Deshaun Watson. Baker didn't get ran out of Cleveland because he played injured. He got ran out of Cleveland because the Browns didn't want him anymore. That's a fact.
And what role did Baker play in that?
Well, okay. What role did Baker play in that? He was a baby. He was inconsistent. He was not mature enough at that time. He said it himself on this interview. He wasn't mature. Now he's maturing. But once you get that feel that an organization do not want you there, and he played hurt and he got flat for playing hurt, that's a problem. And then you come out on TV, talk about we need a grown man in our quarterback, ridiculing him, and then you told Baker, oh, we're not going after Deshaun, and then went after Deshaun. And then when Deshaun turned you down the first time, now you're going to try to come back and be like, oh, we want you now. No. Send me out. But I am not about to bash Deshaun Watson. I'm about to go ahead and bleed and put some type of confidence in him. Because he ain't that damn going bad. His talent has not left him. He just not playing.
Man, listen, you know how I'm gonna pull a page from your book. I just said it 5 minutes ago. I'm gonna say it again. You know how you always feel like, you know, when the person contract ain't right, they ain't happy. They want out. Stephon Diggs, for example, you kept saying that. I truly do firmly believe Watson did not want to be here, and he's playing like he didn't want to be here and don't want to be here. He got his bread flat out. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And it was just a waste for us, man. Now, as far as Baker Mayfield, I'm getting tired of hearing we should have kept Baker Mayfield, blah, 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 blah.
Man, I'm beyond tired of that shit.
I'm tired of hearing that because the Baker we see now, the Browns didn't have that Baker Mayfield.
No, we didn't.
This Baker Mayfield now is a much better Baker Mayfield than when we had him. Game-wise, maturity-wise, personal-wise, all that. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is a whole completely different Baker Mayfield than what we had when we had him. So, like, I mean, it is what it is, man. The Baker Mayfield shit is done.
If I can real quick, can I give a rebuttal real quick? Kels, you said that Baker Mayfield got flack for playing hurt.
Yes.
You're going to get flack for playing hurt when you're costing the team games. Every game, go back and look at every game he played after Denver, or was it Oakland? Because who played after Oakland? Denver. Because Case Keenum played at Denver, and we won. He didn't put up great numbers, but he managed the game. But we won.
Okay.
You go from a Case Keenum, 100% Case Keenum, who can manage the game. He's not gonna put up great numbers, but he can keep you in the game. 100% Case Keenum to a 50% Baker Mayfield, 1 hour Baker Mayfield, and feel like you can still have an opportunity to win? Are you serious?
Okay, let me
Are you serious here? There's nothing you can really say. There's nothing you can really say to defend that, Kels. Because guess what? At the end of the day, he should, like I said, he should have, and he said it in his interview also, I should have sat my ass down and had the surgery.
And what did he say after that, though? See, y'all forget what he said after that. But he said, after I was too damn stubborn for myself. So with that saying,
So that
bro, take a page out of Quan where he always tell me I'm too stubborn. So I need somebody to tell me that I cannot play. And that was the organization, that was the coach's job and the medical staff to tell him, I'm taking your damn helmet away from you. And what can he do? He couldn't do
I don't disagree. I don't disagree that the medical staff dropped the ball. I don't disagree.
So that's not.
But wait a minute. Hold on. But wait a minute. You know, like I know, if he could go in there and take a nice shot where he ain't feeling no pain, and they could go in and say, yeah, he say, I feel great. The medical team is gonna say he feel good, he could go. So let's be real about the situation.
Okay, so do we take
so his stubbornness, the medical team, and the Browns, yeah, all of them dropped the ball on that. But at the same time, only you as a person can tell somebody when you don't feel great and that you can't go.
Okay,
and so
let me ask you a question then. Did Brett Favre go to his team and say, "Oh, I'm not feeling great. I need to sit down"? Did Tom Brady go? Hell, did Lamar Jackson go? Pat Holmes playing on a broken ankle. Hell, Kobe tried to come back and play on his Achilles. A torn. So you are not going, when you are a competitor, you are not going to, if you feel like you can play, you're going to play because you are a competitor. Right. You talk about Michael didn't sit his ass down when he had the flu game, when he had 103 degrees. You ain't hear him say, Phil, I need to sit down. Then he went out and played. Give me some Tylenol and some NyQuil. and I went out and played. So no athlete is going to tell them I'm not playing.
Oh, you know what just happened? You know what just happened? I'm gonna go to your sport, Kels. I'm gonna go to your sport. Hey, Dar, Kels hit you with a nice 1-2 combo. He hit you with a nice 1-2 combo. You got to pick us up off the pavement, man.
It's still. I could eat that all day. It still don't substantiate why he decided to play on a bum shoulder. Period. You costed us games. Your stubbornness it don't change the fact. It don't change the fact that your stubbornness, your immaturity, competitor or not. No, no. Competitor or not. It still don't change the fact that he played himself out of Cleveland. All he had to do was sit the hell down, and Deshaun Watson would not be here. I'm certain of that. I'm certain of that.
That could be true. But I'm gonna have to. I don't know what's going on. If it's the Gatorade or I don't know, it's the weather. So I don't know, but I'm gonna have to agree with Kells on this one as well. Players, athletes, if you are a competitive person, you are gonna want to get out there and want to play, regardless of what type of injury you do have. So in Baker's case, I guess it was damn if he do, damn if he don't.
He was the number one pick first time.
Right. The number
he
one
lived
pick.
In Cleveland.
He lived in Cleveland trying to change the franchise around. So it's a lot of things you want to prove, and you may have in the back of your head a lot of things that if you don't do, how the city's gonna react. And we all know Cleveland. We trying to win.
We built 4 touchdowns.
So you jeopardize. So wait a minute. You jeopardize a potential $100 million contract to continue to play on with one shoulder.
Hey, man.
And hold on. One shoulder, and then you still end up out of here. Come on, man.
Again,
he dumped in the box for that.
hold on, but I wasn't done. But also, as a player,
what's up, Casper?
As a player, you got to understand if you are hurting like that, or you just really just fucked up. You know what I'm saying? You got to start thinking about the team and not jeopardizing the team by continuing to go out there to play to put the team in a bad situation. You may have to sit it down. Maybe Baker wasn't at that point. Maybe he was. We don't know. Only person I know is Baker. But I do agree, any competitor, hell, T.O., it might have been the Super Bowl, but T.O. just had fucking ankle surgery.
Right, he broke his ankle.
I'm not naive to the fact that, because I play sports too. I know what it's like to compete and be a competitor, but I also know what it's like with my body say, hey, you can't go today, bro.
So you telling me it's a big game. It's a big game. This is your last game of the year. This is the last game you will ever play. And whatever.
Kel, don't do that. Don't do that, because Baker played how many games after that Denver game?
Because
how many games did he play? How many games did he play hurt? How many games? He played about 6 or 7 games, right?
But they felt that he was a better quarterback.
Bullshit.
You just sat up here and said you would have let 100% Casey King manage a game. Manage. You ain't say go out and win the game. You said manage. So therefore, Baker could have.
We could have win or lost with Case Keenum. He just won the Denver game. What is you saying?
Baker could have managed the game.
Baker ego got in the way because exactly what happened in Philly. Who went down? Wait a minute. Who went down? Carson Wentz went down, right? Nick Foles winning them the Super Bowl. It was 2 years later. Here we at with Baker Mayfield possibly going down, and we got a Case Keenum as a backup. Now, don't get me wrong. Case Keenum is far from. Wait, hold up. Case Keenum is far from a Nick Foles, and we ain't the Philadelphia Eagles. But what I'm saying is, how would that have looked if Case Keenum took us to the damn playoffs and Baker Mayfield that went down with an injury? He would have been salty.
Who? Baker Mayfield?
Baker ain't worried about no damn Case Keenum.
Okay.
And I ain't no Baker fan, man. In that case,
Drew Bledsoe should have been from him. In that case,
Drew Bledsoe was salty at Tom Brady. He was salty because he lost his starting position.
That's how
after he brought them. Yes, after he won. Yes.
He got a Super Bowl.
After they won the Super Bowl, he lost his position. He lost his starting position and never started again. Exactly.
He got a Super Bowl ring because of Tom Brady.
Yeah, so did.
But it was
But
Drew Bledsoe was getting ready to walk out the door though. It wasn't like Drew Bledsoe. It was early in his career.
Correct. It was over with for Drew. He knew it.
It was time for him.
What I'm saying, it still don't. Baker Mayfield did not put the team first. Playing on a hurt shoulder, bro. He did not.
All right.
He did not, and he costed us games that year. We went what? What was our record that year, Kels?
7-10. Okay.
Exactly.
And we was in the playoff hunt before that. We were still in the playoff hunt. We were still, and that was Baker on a bum shoulder.
And you know what that remind me of? You know what that remind me of? That remind me of the year Brian Hoyer, where we were 7-4 with Brian Hoyer at the helm. One of our linemen go down, and then I think Hoyer got injured his ankle or something. Here they go with the Johnny Manziel theory. We lost every game after that with playoff implications. 7-4. Here we go with Johnny Manziel.
Okay, Johnny Manziel was no Baker Mayfield. Johnny Manziel even in Texas Tech had Mike Evans. Come on, man. That's not a good
poor decision making on the Browns for allowing Baker Mayfield to play. But even a poor excuse of a teammate to insert yourself in the damn lineup talking about I'm a competitor. I don't give a shit.
Ask anybody.
No, man. You got a piece of a shoulder, bro. You got a piece of a shoulder.
Again,
Get out of here, man. Get out of here, Kels.
Unless Baker Mayfield felt that.
Get out of here, Kels.
Unless Baker Mayfield felt that I could give it a go. Because, damn it, you got NBA players, you got NFL players. They play hurt all the fucking time, and they go out there and give it a go.
True.
Go out there and give it a go.
True.
So if Baker
but you the quarterback, you the head of your team.
Okay.
You the head of wait a minute, Kels. You the head, you know, man. You the head of the team. I could see if you play. I could hold up, cuz I could see if you playing on a bum ankle. I could see that. We see Patrick Mahomes. We see a lot of quarterbacks do that. But you have one shoulder, bro. One shoulder.
Okay, let me ask you this.
Don't get me wrong, and it's not his throwing shoulder.
Brian played on a messed up ankle all season long.
No, let me ask you this question. What
was he supposed to do? Sit out?
Right. What was his? It was his non-throwing shoulder, right?
Yep.
His non-throwing shoulder.
Right.
So you telling me if I'm right-handed and my left shoulder is hurting, I still can throw the damn ball with my right hand.
Wait a minute, hold on. You know, bullshit. That's a lie. And I apologize for cussing, but that's a lie. Because when you are a quarterback,
okay,
your left arm, everybody knows, your feet and your left arm directs where you throwing the ball. He lost his damn mechanics. He had no mechanics he couldn't even lift that arm as high as this. So what did you say? He couldn't throw the long ball. He couldn't do nothing.
That's a bigger throw a fucking 50-yard bomb.
Let's go back to the season, Kels. Let's pull up all the tape. Let's pull all the tape. Let's pull up all the tape. Let's pull up all the tape. Let's pull up all the tape.
Hey, Baker was still slinging that ball for real.
He couldn't even find an open receiver.
He
was 6'1".
He was 6'1". Again.
Any excuse to do when it comes to Baker Mayfield, right, Kels?
No, that's the truth.
Fuck out of here. Go back and look at the tape. Go back and look at the tape. Go back.
I ain't no Baker fan.
Go back. Listen, hold up. I'm on 92.3 The Fan every morning.
I hear you.
I'm listening to ESPN. I'm listening to all that, right?
I do the same thing.
Wait a minute. Hold on, Kels. So you cannot sit here and tell me, you just admitted it, you on live, that you do the same thing. So you cannot tell me that they question his mechanics and how he was able to move around and get the ball out with a bum left shoulder. You can't tell me that his left shoulder, being a bum shoulder, did not affect his mechanics. You cannot tell me that.
You ever had an
injury? You cannot tell me that.
You ever had an injury? You alter your mechanics just so you can play. So he was altering his mechanics. He was playing with a harness on his left shoulder. A harness, okay, which stabilized the shoulder. Okay. So when he went back to pass, he still had the ball in his shoulder over his damn head. So
how, Kels? If he got a harness on, he got the ball in his hand. He can't raise his shoulder, but this high. So how is that helping him throw? How is that? Tell me right now. He like this, but he got to go like this to throw the ball, Kels. Tell me how that do not affect his mechanics.
No, it did. Hold on.
Kels, you full of shit and you know.
It did affect how he threw the ball a little bit. It did. As a quarterback, you know, I feel very comfortable on speaking on this part. As a quarterback, when you throwing the ball, yes, you know, it's in the hip motion, but it's also, you know, you got to get some type of leverage from your opposite throwing arm, whatever. So even with the harness on, yeah, he did have to make some type of adjustment as far as how he wanted to throw the ball, his mechanics. But Baker was still able to throw the football. It's all, yeah, he was still able to throw the football, which leads me to say, like I said, if the injury was to a point that Baker Mayfield felt that he could play through it as a competitor, as Brian always states, this is why I do side with Brian at, you're going to go out there and play. You're going to go out there and play. Now, if Baker was to the point that he knew that he was just going to be ineffective and his shit was just that fucked up, and he decided to go out there, yeah, that was all on Baker. He was dead ass wrong.
I'd be like, that's Baker's fault.
Yeah, that's Baker's fault. He was dead ass wrong. That's all Baker Mayfield's fault.
He said it. He confirmed that being stubborn. He confirmed that being stubborn, admitting that he was stubborn. Am I right or wrong?
Lamar Jackson one year when his ankle was messed up and he tried to come back. Guess what the organization did? No, Lamar, we seen your ass, we seen your butt down. You are our future. If the Browns thought Baker was their future quarterback,
they would have sat him down.
They'd have sat him down. They went out there and sabotaged Baker, so they had a reason. To say maybe I'm going elsewhere. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I'll look somewhere. I'm not saying
I ain't gonna take it that far.
No, I can't take it that far because we had already picked up his 5th-year option. So what sense would that make, Kels? What sense would that make?
What I'm saying is this: they sure as hell didn't help him. They sure as hell didn't say, you know what?
Okay, I will agree with that. I
agree with that. I can agree with that, but I'm saying they didn't sabotage nothing. He did it on his own. They had already picked up his 5th-year option.
One thing you cannot, as a coach, as a GM, and as an organization, you cannot tell your coach, your GM, that I'm playing regardless. That don't how it works.
Evidently, that's how it worked. Evidently, that's how it works for Baker Mayfield.
Huh?
Evidently, that's how it worked for Baker Mayfield.
So he went into Kevin Stefanski. I don't give a fuck what you say. I'm going.
Look.
I mean, it might not be to that. It might not be to that sarcasm. It might not be to that level of sarcasm. But in the essence, absolutely, that's what he did. He ended up starting the remainder of the games, right?
Because he was able, the medical staff and Kevin Stefanski, they was able to say he was healthy enough to go out there and play. That's what it was about. It wasn't nothing about nothing else. You can bring up he was stubborn, he was this, and hindsight 22, when you are mature.
Hindsight 2020.
I said 22 because 22.
2020.
So
hindsight is 2020. That's clear vision.
Hindsight 2020. He sat back and he got mature enough to realize that he did something wrong. But as a true competitor, I'd rather have him. And you talk about his teammate. His teammate's like, first off, you're the quarterback. You're the leader. How you lead? By showing that you can pay through stuff. Showing that you are not here just for the money. Because it could have been easy. He could have easily said, you know what? Fuck all this. Forget all the forget the fans. Forget everybody. I'm thinking about me. I need a surgery. So I'm going to take the surgery. Then you know what then you know the narrative will be? Oh, Baker is soft. Baker could have played with that. Kels, it was just his non-throwing.
No, now you taking it to the extreme, Kels. Because he's still you partially right. You partially right, but then you partially wrong because guess what? He still ended up needing the surgery, didn't he?
He was gonna need the surgery anyway, regardless. He was gonna need a surgery regardless.
Yeah.
Regardless. He could have took that surgery. He could have took that surgery that day. That night. Off the damn field, he could have been like, "Up, y'all Browns. I'm going to do my Progressive commercials." Now what?
That was his damn problem. He had too many of them damn commercials.
Kels, you got you some cutty last night, huh?
No, because it's just like the Browns fandom, and I'm including the Browns. We run people out so much that we don't realize that sometimes we have a player, he just has to grow.
Because aren't you also one that say when you got a dysfunctional player or things are dysfunctional, then you get rid of that player? You always say that.
Yes, but
So
dysfunctional around him.
It was dysfunction for Baker. Period. It got to the point, man. Like I think what really did it, what really put everything over the top with Baker here in Cleveland was the damn Odell Beckham daddy footed situation.
Yep.
I think once that happened, that just put the ice on the cake. It was no coming back from that. You know, they was talking about busting a move, trying to bring a quarterback in. Like it was just a wrap. But what I would say now is appreciate you.
Thank you.
What I would say now.
Thank you, Bobby.
If we could have got the Baker Mayfield now, then yeah, I think the Browns would have been in better shape. But you know, in life, just like in sports, just like in life, you live and you learn.
Right.
And you grow up.
You live and you grow. You grow and you learn. So, nevertheless, man, Baker had them boys looking good yesterday. Wild Browns looking like a shit show, man. Like a we can't run the ball. We got Deshaun Watson throwing picks coming off of screen plays. He just ain't looking comfortable, man. But hopefully they can turn it around Sunday with a game against Jacksonville, which, Dar, I'm going to say this to you. Hey, man, stop with these expectations putting on these teams, man. Every time you come with some off-the-wall stuff, man, like, it turned around always backfire. I'm telling you. Man, stop. Look, stop. Don't do it no more. Don't do
Hold
it.
up. Hold up.
And the crazy thing about it is, I told you, while you sitting there talking, yeah, Dallas, that's a win. Oh, who we got next? Jacksonville. Well, I tell you, Jacksonville be the game we fuck around and lose.
Kevin Stefanski can't start 0-2, bro. Man, he can't, especially after a loss yesterday like that. He can't start 0-2. Did I underestimate Dallas? I did. I did. But they did with it because they start slow. They start real
slow.
It was the fan. It was the fan in you. That's why
Dallas never starts slow.
Dallas don't win every first game.
Dallas there and there win every first. All right, look, Dallas has won 12. They won 12. In each of that season, they won almost 12 games a season with that as a quarterback.
I said first game of the season. How many first games of the season have they won?
You can look back in the first game of the season, they always start off 1-0.
I think Dallas, with that win yesterday, I think that was their fifth straight opening.
1-0. They started off 1-0. Dallas played towards the end. Dallas played towards the end. So I was skeptical because, especially when we have our two starting tackles, and our starting offensive wide receiver group has not been playing together for the whole summer. So of course
we look like trash because number one, D Watt didn't get no PT time in the preseason to get back to game speed. Number one. Number two, our two starting left tackles was out, and we on the second and third strings.
Let me ask you a question, Dar. Let me ask you a question before we move on real quick. You just said we lost because Deshaun Watson ain't getting no action in preseason and blah blah blah.
I said we look like trash because of that.
because Deshaun Watson ain't get no reps in preseason, whatever. Deshaun Watson been what 3 years now?
Yep.
3 years.
Yep.
What makes you think something's gonna be different? What have you seen in Deshaun Watson for you to be like, all right, I see some type of growth. Okay, I see some type of hope or whatever it is may be. Even looking at yesterday's game, I distinctly remember talking to Kells. I believe when Deshaun Watson came back, his first game back off that suspension, and Kells kept saying, man, all this Deshaun Watson passing like they was going right to the ground. They had no air to him. They just going right to the ground. He authorities like right to the ground. I'm saying the same shit yesterday. The same thing yesterday, man.
I'm watching him throwing the double coverage.
Man,
he overthrowing Amari. His ball placement was crazy off.
He was doing that.
Crazy off. Crazy off.
He hasn't
But
played.
He has not played.
Okay.
He has not played. He should have been. He should have started. He should have started at least 2 out of the 3 preseason games.
He should have
to get some game speed.
Okay.
Because the game speed from the preseason to the regular season is completely different.
Okay.
Number one, because
he wasn't going to start. His two tackles is out. First off,
what difference do it make, Cass? They out for the first game. What difference does it gonna make?
Amari Cooper was hurt.
What difference does it make?
Jerry Jeudy was hurt, so they never had no time to practice or do anything. So you gonna put Deshaun Watson in a situation where he go back hike and break his leg or something? Then you're gonna be like, why are you playing him? So there's no win and lose. It's no.
So.
Do I feel like Deshaun Watson?
That's where you mean to tell me. You mean to tell me, Judy, come off injury. They finally clear him.
He had to pull his hamstring yesterday.
Sure did.
Yeah, cool.
Sure
I'm just trying to figure out. Deshaun Watson don't get at least one start to get back to game speed. He had been gone since what? The second half of last season.
So you gonna have him throw the ball to Amari Brown, to Michael Woods. See,
Mike Woods, David Bell, Cedric Tillman. I mean, these are people that's in practice, and you can't elevate them for the practice purposes. Now,
and these are players that's out of football.
You can't do that, especially the third preseason game. Now, what I would say is this: do I feel like Deshaun Watson should have played in the preseason? Yes. Just like I feel like the whole offense first string should have played at some point in time this whole preseason. I've been feeling that way.
That's all I'm trying to say. If they should have played in the preseason. But
it still don't neglect the fact that Deshaun Watson still looking like Deshaun Watson when he came back for that 11 games suspension. it still don't change the fact. And that's why I'm like, giving up hope on him, man. Like, for real, man.
I was not a big.
I ain't giving up complete hope, but damn it, that door is starting to close.
I was
speaking of another quarterback, Dak Prescott got that bag. Hold up, man. This man got the bag, then came into our house and whooped our ass. Then
he got the bag. He got the bag while he was at our hotel.
Hey, and then whoop on us. With Dak Prescott getting that bag, and then with the Dallas Cowboys, first they extend CD9, he got his deal done. Now, hopefully next year it'll be Michael Parsons after this season get his deal done. But CeeDee Lamb got his deal done. Dak got his deal done. But especially with Dak now becoming the highest paid quarterback in NFL, must Dak deliver a Super Bowl ring now for the Cowboys?
Yep. Yeah, absolutely right now. Absolutely. Because for the past few years since his tenure, they get to the playoffs. They out in the first round. They out in the second round. What? One NFC championship appearance? And they lost that. In order for Dak to be greater or go down as the greatest quarterback for Dallas, he going to have to outperform Troy Aikman. 4 Super Bowl rings. Troy Aikman got 3.
Well, you got to win 4?
He got to win 4. Troy Aikman got 3.
Aikman got 3? I thought he had 2.
Aikman got 3. 27, Super Bowl 27, Super Bowl 28, Super Bowl 30.
They beat the Buffalo Bills all them damn
twice.
They beat them twice.
They beat them twice.
They beat Denver. Was it Buffalo or Denver?
No, they beat Buffalo twice and they beat Pittsburgh once.
And they beat Denver. No,
that was in 1995. They didn't play Denver.
I said to God, I thought they played Denver.
Who Denver?
No, they played. I got it right here. They played Super Bowl 27. They beat Buffalo 52-17. That was 92.
Yeah.
Super Bowl 28. They repeated. They went back. They played Buffalo again in 1993. That was 30-13. Yeah. And then they beat in 95. They beat Pittsburgh 27-17.
Yep, they sure did.
That was Super Bowl 30.
Whistler.
They sure did beat Pittsburgh. They sure did.
In 95, that was Barry Switzer.
Barry Switzer, that was Jimmy Johnson.
In 95?
Yeah, Barry Switzer was already gone.
Jimmy Johnson was the coach before Barry Switzer.
Well, Barry, yep, you might be right then.
So
and Troy Aikman was still the quarterback. Troy Aikman and Emmitt Smith. That was their last Super Bowl together.
So I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. I swear to God, I thought they beat Denver because I solely remember that
they didn't play Denver.
It was Pittsburgh. It was Pittsburgh. I remember them beating Pittsburgh.
It was Pittsburgh.
Oh, yeah.
Denver played Washington. They lost. Denver played Washington. They lost. Denver played then they lose to San Fran.
Yeah.
Denver lost to Green Bay.
Yeah.
Denver lost to then they came back and beat Green Bay. For their only Super Bowl win under Elway is when they had Terrell Davis and they beat Green Bay.
Yeah. Elway.
But yeah, Denver had been there quite a few times. But they lost. Washington. They lost to Washington. They lost to the Giants. They lost to because San Fran played Denver and they played Cincinnati.
Mark it down.
Y'all, did Kel say he was wrong? Yes, he did. Thank God. There it. Thank you, Lord.
Okay, see, this is why I say it. This is what I know.
For me, yeah, Dak got to get that ring now. Like
he got to output. In order for him to go down as the greatest, he got to win. He got to win 4 rings.
I ain't gonna say he got to win 4.
He won't be considered. He still won't be considered the greatest quarterback if he don't outperform Troy Aikman.
You said the greatest was Dallas Cowboy quarterback.
Yeah.
Hell, to be honest,
you got Roger Staubach and Troy Aikman in the same damn conversation.
But to be honest, if you look up Dak's stats,
they better than Aikman.
It's better than Aikman. Touchdown passes and all that.
Aikman
is the only quarterback besides Joe Nathan that I think.
Name it. Joe Namath.
Him too. Don't quote me on this. that threw more interceptions than more touchdowns. That's in the Hall of Fame.
Hey.
And maybe Terry
whoever however many touchdowns Hall of Fame with. I know that within the next year, this year, next year, what he got a 4-year extension? That better been.
He got to deliver at least. He got to deliver at least one. But he in order for him,
he need 2 of them things He need two. He need two of them.
And he don't need to repeat.
Need a repeat.
I ain't gonna.
Man, you know, hey man. Okay, let's get some correct right here. Aikman
Troy Aikman repeated. Troy Aikman repeated.
He can't.
Troy Aikman repeated.
Okay, just because Aikman repeated, don't mean that gotta repeat just to be better than
you. Asked the question for him to go down as the greatest Dallas quarterback. I said he got to win 4 rings.
4.
You said no. Yeah. Aikman got 3.
Aikman got 3 because he had Emmitt Smith and Michael Irvin and that damn Dallas defense.
And Dak Prescott only got CeeDee Lamb and no running game.
And you okay?
So that don't make no sense then.
And how is he gonna win 4 Super Bowls?
Right. If all he got is CeeDee Lamb,
if you want to be considered the greatest, you got to do some of the greatest things, right? Come on, man.
All right, he did the greatest thing. He got $231 million guaranteed, and he got a stitching
and choke in the playoffs every season. Now that's highway robbery.
Hey,
okay.
As of yesterday, he got that bag. As of yesterday, he got that bag. Dak, you got 4 years to get 2 of them things in this 4 or 5 years that you have left with Dallas.
At least one.
He need 2. He need 2 of them things. He need 2.
Now with Patrick Mahomes, and
if they don't go to the Super Bowl this year, do you think Mike McCarthy gone?
No.
And if Mike McCarthy leave, who would they pick up?
If Dallas don't go to the Super Bowl this year, I don't think Mike McCarthy is gone. Now, if Dallas don't make the playoffs, or if Dallas get bounced out in the wild card, Dallas got to go at least to the NFC conference game.
What coach out there though? Ain't no coach who gonna deal with Jerry Jones.
I'm about to tell you who. Big Bill. Hey, Belichick said he's making the coach return in 25. Hey,
he'll fire himself.
Look, what we say about Jerry Jones? Jerry Jones love to be in the news. He love them headlines.
He'll be in the news every week.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Jerry Jones and Bill Belichick like working together on some man. Listen,
the hoodie versus
being on the yacht, man. Like that'll be.
He'll be on Twitter.
That'll be something amazing. Caleb Williams debut. Y'all like it? Good, bad?
Trash.
Okay, well.
I ain't gonna say no trash.
Right. Go ahead. You
trash. And I'm not a Caleb Williams fan. I mean, look, he found out that the preseason is totally different than the regular season games.
He did. He's going against the ones.
You going against the ones.
Yeah.
Everybody run fast.
Yeah.
And your arm, you don't get that much time to. And what I say before, the Bears defense is gonna be the reason why they win games.
I think the Bears offense is gonna be okay. He keep getting more game play in them. Keep getting them quarters in. Keep practicing. Now I'm practicing against the first string defenses. And he got his first string offense out there. I think it's gonna get better for Caleb Williams. But overall, his first game. Yeah, it was a thumbs down. Not even 100 yards passing, 92 yards passing. Defense did save him. As you
I never saw that in my life by that defense. They got a block punt and two pick sixes.
2 pick sixes in the block. So
they scored 18 points.
It's gonna get better for Caleb Williams.
Yeah.
But his debut.
14 to 29 for 93 yards. That don't work in the NFL, brother.
No, it ain't gonna work. I expect it to get better. Jordan Love injury for the Packers. The Packers have decided not to put him on the injury reserve list, which tells me, they were suspecting for him to be out 3 to 4 weeks, which tells me it's a possibility that he could be back beforehand.
He got a sprained MCL.
Yeah, he could be back before then. This is a big deal for Green Bay. Green Bay got high expectations for that team. Jordan Love just got that bag as well. You got the emergence of Jaden Reed, Romeo Dobbs. You still got Christian Watts. You got the Travion Wicks, Josh Jacobs in the backfield.
Yeah, they got a nice offensive squad.
They loaded on offense. Their defense not too shabby, as they showed the other night. So this is a big deal. If Green Bay want to get to where they want to get to, for first off, win the division, and then some execs got them going to the Super Bowl. But in order for them to get there, Jordan Love has to be healthy, and it was reported 3 to 4 weeks, but they did not put him on the IR, which tells me it's a possibility he could be back before then. Great conversation today, fellas. Great conversation today. What's up?
Norma Duze got hurt too.
Yeah, he a lot of these guys are suffering these MCL, MCL injuries. These
8 aches.
yeah, so he week to week. Puka Nacua.
He on injured reserve.
He on IR.
He out for the next 4 weeks. So
David the go-to.
David the go-to high ankle sprain week to week.
I know high ankle sprain worse than regular sprains.
It is high ankle sprain. That's like 4 to 6 weeks for real.
Yeah, they were talking
about 4 to 6 weeks. Heal. So we'll see, man. Monday Night Football. Who y'all got tonight? Jets, 49ers. Who y'all got?
I got
49ers.
Hey man, Christian McCaffrey ain't playing. That's gonna be a big
Jordan
deal.
Mason.
That's gonna be a big deal for San Francisco. Also, with Brandon Ayuk being on the snap count, going against that Jets defense and them cornerbacks.
You know what?
Partners. I'm going.
What's the spread on the game?
Shit, I don't know now. It probably don't change since the news of Christian McCaffrey not playing. But I'm gonna go ahead.
Aaron Rodgers starting.
Yeah, Aaron Rodgers starting. I'm gonna go ahead and take the Jets.
I'm gonna take the Jets by 3.
You got the Jets by 3.
I got the 49ers by 7.
Hey, I'm gonna take the Jets. I don't know what they're gonna win by 3, 7, 5, 6, but I'm gonna take the Jets this game. I appreciate everybody that tuned in on the Signature Series Network. Don't forget to subscribe to the network. Also, those that chimed in and tuned in on YouTube, don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube page for more content at the Antoine Spivey Show. And also, don't forget to like, follow, share on Facebook. For myself, for Dar, for Kels. We're going to catch y'all Wednesday, man. Great conversation, y'all, for the Antoine Spivey Show. Spivey, Kels, the Dar, we out of here, y'all. Peace.
Versace Dar out, man. That's what the new frames is at. You know what I mean? Versace Dar.
You said Versace Dar.
Okay, you got Versace.
Let's go, man. Brown.